It starts with a flashback of Hangzhou's past life as an adolescent, speaking with an old lady who saved her from near death. This lady, a shaman, gave Hangzhou a second life by transferring a shaman spirit to her. The scene then shifts to a grown-up Hangzhou struggling to walk on a snowy field after being stabbed by Xin Yu, who ultimately kills her. Hangzhou questions why Xin Yu deceived her for a spell book, and with her dying breath, she warns him that a curse will haunt him in every life. The story returns to the present day, where Hangzhou and Xin Yu find themselves in a similar snowy landscape discussing their past lives. Hangzhou requests some time to contemplate their relationship, and she ultimately decides to break up with him. She recalls the shaman Un Wol's words, indicating that the curse won't end until Hangzhou does. Fearing for Xin Yu's health and life, she believes that staying close to him might make him sicker or even lead to his death. In the next day's office scene, Jae-kyung informs Xin Yu that Haum has taken control of the Mount Anju project. This news troubles Xin Yu as he realizes that the mayor's decision to hand over the project was driven by personal vendetta against his company. Meanwhile, Hangzhou's co-workers suggest that she host a housewarming event and invite Jae-kyung. That night, after finishing his family dinner, Xin Yu goes to visit Hangzhou to give her food his mom prepared. However, she refuses to accept it and returns the gift he gave her. She firmly states that she'd rather distance herself from him than see him suffer because of her. The next day, Nayeon visits Xin Yu and asks about a present she sent, a plant pot. In a sarcastic tone, she hints at potential danger Hangzhou might face. Xin Yu warns Nayeon to stay away from Hangzhou. Hangzhou daydreams about the beautiful moments she shared with Xin Yu but gets interrupted by a call from him. They initially speak formally, but Xin Yu breaks the ice by admitting he can't handle things without her. Hangzhou tries to control her feelings and ends the call. In the evening, two of Hangzhou's female colleagues visit her home and invite Jae-kyung to join their housewarming party. Jae-kyung realizes that the two girls are flirting with him but plays along to protect Hangzhou's feelings. After they leave, he and Hangzhou have a conversation about it. Meanwhile, Xin Yu gets drunk with his best friend Wook. Wook brings Xin Yu to Hangzhou's house and asks her to look after the intoxicated Xin Yu in the car before leaving. Hangzhou interacts with Xin Yu in a distant manner and asks him to go, even stating that she can stay away from him without any problem. After returning inside her home, Hangzhou quietly breaks down. Wook returns and drives his car, trying to comfort the emotional Xin Yu during the journey. However, Xin Yu gets lost in fond memories of his time with Hangzhou. At Hangzhou's place, Jae-kyung helps her calm down as he overhears the couple's conversation unintentionally. He expresses that if he were in Xin Yu's shoes, he would want her to stay with him during difficult times rather than leave. The following day, at Xin Yu's office, his assistant waters the plant Nayeon gave him, but they notice the water leaking out in an unusual red shade. Upon further inspection, they discover a neatly folded bloody dress of Xin Yu's, along with Hangzhou's gloves inside the plant pot. Concerned, Xin Yu immediately calls Hangzhou and inquires if the garden owner, Mr. Na, has been causing her any trouble, to which she denies. He also asks about her missing gloves, and she recalls the last time she saw them was when she met Nayeon. Xin Yu meets Nayeon and questions her about the garden owner. She confesses that she gave his shirt and Nayeon's gloves to Mr. Na at his request. Xin Yu warns Nayeon and departs. He tries to call Hangzhou to inform her about the situation, but she chooses not to answer his call. To clear her mind, Hangzhou opens her windows and begins cleaning her house. Jae-kyung, who is on a business trip with the mayor, receives an alert from a CCTV camera he installed. He spots a man and tries to call Hangzhou, but she doesn't answer due to the noise of the vacuum cleaner. Jae-kyung informs Xin Yu about the intruder, and Xin Yu realizes it's the garden owner. He hurries back to Hangzhou's place. Fortunately, Jae-kyung also contacts the police. Hangzhou discovers the missed calls and contacts Jae-kyung, who alerts her about the garden owner's presence. She rushes to close the windows but is confronted by Na when she tries to close the third window. He grabs her t-shirt collar through the grill and threatens her, leading to a heated argument. Na escapes upon hearing police sirens. Shin-yu arrives at Hong-jo's distressed home, where the police question her for details. They assure her they will remain by the gate for her safety. Shin-yu suggests that she pack some of her things and stay with him temporarily. Initially hesitant, Hong-jo eventually agrees, moved by his plea to be together during this time of crisis. They go to his place, where Shin-yu notices Na's car in the parking lot. Without telling Hong-jo, Shin-yu decides to confront Na alone in the parking lot. However, Na gets on the elevator to go meet Hong-jo. When she hears the doorbell, she decides not to open the door. The scene shifts to Shin-yu encountering Na, and it concludes. After some time, Hong-jo cautiously opens the door and looks for Shin-yu, who hadn't answered his phone. When she opens the door to the staircase, she drops her phone upon seeing a bloody Shin-yu, stabbed in the stomach, sitting on the floor with his back against the wall.